Yeah, no typical hi, I'm Spaz Phoenix, etc., etc., etc. greeting this time. The YWC is special, and I don't mean my subscribers and the people that interact with me on this channel on a regular basis. I've spent the past week or so, especially between my 4-year anniversary and the most recent edition of Ask the Phoenix, telling my loyal subscribers, the ones that come and choose to share wrestling thoughts with me and etc., how great you guys are. And this, I really hope this video doesn't go against any of that, but there is a general haterism in the YWC right now that is so single-minded that it really, really, really sucks. Now, as most of you know, I've been on the more positive end of things recently. I've been defending WWE to the hilt. But it's no secret, I think, that I can't stand John Cena. It's really not. I did Cena Apocalypse 1 and 2, for God's sakes. I spent, on one of my most popular videos ever, I spent over an hour listing off 50 of the reasons why I think John Cena is a cancer in wrestling. I don't like John Cena. That hasn't changed. I am defending WWE. That hasn't changed. But there are people, and yes, I'm going to single out Alex Hicks and Preston, whatever the fuck your last name is. Because you, too, are the figureheads, are the roadkill hood ornaments of this movement that is searching and seeking to destroy the WWE fanbase at all costs just because your boys aren't there. Gimpy Mysterio and the even gimpier Goat aren't there, so no show that WWE puts on until both of them are back and both of them are champions and both of them are shoved in our face for the entire 3 hours of Raw. No Raw can be good. Prime example, tonight, 3 hours of Raw, there was supposedly one bad segment and one bad match. And that dictates, because you want to pull so hard on those fucking strings, that dictates that you can pull on those strings and say, this entire Raw sucks, the WWE sucks, yada yada yada, rah rah rah, derpy 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 doo. So to Alex, to Preston, and to all those other people that turn on Monday Night Raw at 7:59 and have already decided that the show is going to suck before they see what it has to offer, it's pretty fucking pathetic that not only am I now up here to defend the WWE, you guys have gone so far out into left field that I am here to defend WWE and John Cena. That's pathetic. You guys want to talk about one segment and one match that cast a cloud over all the amazing things happening in the WWE right now. So I hate to break it to you, I'm going to pull that, I'm going to get a big fan out, I'm going to let the sun shine over that cloud, and I'm going to remind you all the amazing things that WWE has given us just from this week's Raw alone. Yes, I am. I'm going to live up to the moniker that I gave myself 2 years ago. I'm going to give all you little fucktards a reality check. Oh, yes. Let's look at all the things going on in the WWE right now that you seem to be ignoring, seem to be casting out, seem to be saying is not good. This person, 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 all the way around the room, and all the amazing things that they are or are not doing don't matter because your boys aren't there and because the things aren't being booked the way you want them to be. Let's just take a look at some of those, just taking points from tonight. Nikki versus Bray. Now, yes, this is the first major one. This is the one that makes people cackle like wannabe jokers in their retarded Paradise videos about, oh, how bad it is, how horrible it is. Here's the thing. WWE has presented this fantastically. If you had said 6 weeks ago, 6 months ago, Nikki versus Bray, nobody would have cared. Infuse this authority storyline, and let's be realistic now. The whole reason this match is happening is to keep your fucking gimpy goat-faced boy on everybody's mind and on everybody's lips while he's off whimpering in a corner somewhere. But yes, here's the deal. 6 months ago, 6 weeks ago, 6 days ago, nobody would have cared about the Bella twins having a match. Infuse Stephanie McMahon, get her into the mix, make it political, make some betrayal, because it's going to happen. Here's the thing, there are certain themes in WWE that will always come back. Teacher-student. Mother-daughter, father-son, former tag team partners, former groups, look at the Shield at the moment, and sibling rivalry. You're going to tell me that they had a set of twin sisters in the WWE and that they were never going to fight each other? They were going to fight. It would have been dumb. It would have been absolutely friggin' ridiculous. But no, they built a really amazing story behind it. You all got behind it last month because Stephanie McMahon, who's not a wrestler, was in it. Now you've got two girls that are wrestlers, and yes, before you say, oh, you in the back row, I can hear you, oh yes, all of you are going to tell me, oh yeah, Spaz, you shit on the Bellas 4 years. Yes, I did, because when they did, they fucking sucked, and I will be the first person to admit it, but you know what? They are not great. They are not the Kurt Angle versus Chris Benoit of the Divas division. They are absolutely not, but I will recognize progress, and if you look at the Bellas now, you look at the Bellas when they came in, they have come leaps and bounds. They have finally split off from being twins and being identical and doing the twin magic and all the ditzy bullshit that they were doing, and they've developed characters. Like I say, Brie Bella is a star so that you guys can keep your little goat face asshole on everybody's minds and remind us that he's coming back and he's gonna Superman worse than Cena just like he did at WrestleMania. Oh, yes. But this rivalry was going to happen. You have siblings in the WWE. They're either going to be a tag team, which doesn't make a fuckload of difference in the Divas division because there's no gold to go for, or they're going to fight each other. It's going to happen. So yes, you make one bad. You even make the one bad that's with Cena, who you guys deem as the Antichrist. So she should be easy as hell to boo. You know, the other one's associated with your boy Daniel Bryan. She should be easy to cheer because, you know, you can watch her and jerk off the way you want to look at Daniel Bryan and fucking jerk off. Oh, fucking yes. They're going to fight. Is it going to be a Matt Classic? No. But as we said, you know, going into SummerSlam, yes, there's going to be bells and whistles. It's going to be fucked up. It's going to have authority, interference, blah, 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 blah. But here's the deal. Here's the deal. It's not going to be a Matt Classic. It shouldn't be a Matt Classic because this is not the Divas match that's for the Divas Championship. And if this match was better than the one that was for the WWE Divas Championship, then how does that make the champion look? It makes them look pretty fucking dumb, doesn't it? This is diversity in the Divas division. We have more than one feud going on at once. Therefore, because it's not for the championship, this is the mid-card Diva feud. It's not supposed to be main event. And you know what? Yeah, it's catty, it's cruel, it's mean, it's right out of the script of Mean Girls, but you know what? It's a Divas division mid-card rivalry. It's not gonna be fucking Shakespeare in the Park because it's not supposed to be. Suck it. Paige versus AJ. I dare you all to tell me that this is not the best female wrestling we've had in wrestling in a good long while. And yes, I know the default answer. Alex, I can hear you. Preston, I can hear you. British Fist, I can hear you. Mark Pearson, I can hear you. Oh, WWE sucks, but NXT is good. NXT is a WWE product, morons. This is the greatest WWE Divas wrestling we get in the current WWE Divas product. Oh yes, would I prefer that AJ or Paige be fighting for the NXT Women's Championship on Raw because I think it has more prestige? Absolutely. But the Butterfly Tramp Stamp belt is what we have at the moment. It is the highest prize in female wrestling in the WWE right now, and the two best female wrestlers that we have right now are fighting for it. They're giving us a great series of matches. They're neck and neck. One title change on Raw, one title change on Raw, one title defense at a pay-per-view, one title win at a pay-per-view. They're going to go to Night of Champions. They're probably going to have that submission match that you've all been jacking off thinking about, or they're going to have a best out of three, which is what you do when you have a rivalry that is this neck and neck. You talk about submissions, you talk about high-flying in the Divas division, you talk about dirty spots, the piggyback into the friggin' rail that they did at SummerSlam, as well as the top rope maneuvers, as well as Paige unveiling the Rampage at SummerSlam. Fantastic Divas rivalry, and on the cusp of that, we either have one of the newly developed Bella twins, or Natalya, who's in the process of, I think, either having an intense, aggressive streak or a full-blown heel turn. That's on the horizon. And all the little piddly girls in NXT that you would love to think are so much better than this are going to be coming up there one day, and they'll get to prove themselves, and when they fall on their asses, I will laugh at you a lot. Paige versus AJ, I hate to tell you this, and Open your mind, listen to the words that are coming out of my mouth. This is the Trish Stratus versus Lita of this generation. These are the girls that are going to main event Raw for the Divas division. I hate to tell you, but it's true. Moving on, you've got the mid-card. Swagger has moved on to a rivalry with Bo Dallas. Swagger, who is being shown right now as an amazing face, which nobody would have ever predicted, who people are actually investing in because he's this downtrodden American hero who let his country down. And you've got one of your NXT guys, Bo Dallas, with his condescending, you know, fake inspirational bullshit that's going to go on probably to Night of Champions, probably to Survivor Series, maybe, and have a great series of matches. Now, we all know Bo Dallas has been treated kind of goofy since he's come to Raw. Put him in there with a technical master like Jack Swagger. We're going to see what one of your NXT guys has to offer because of Jack Swagger, because he chose to pick on Jack Swagger at his weakest possible moment, and Jack Swagger is a monster and by all rights should maul him. But you'll all disagree because Bo Dallas is from NXT. Bite me. You've got Henry versus Rusev, which is also fantastic. Rusev, being built as a monster heel, fantastic in the ring, has shown in his rivalry with Swagger that he can sell like a boss, can have a hard-hitting match, can do a little bit of, you know, here's my mouthpiece, she's doing all the talking for me, but I can cash the checks in the ring that her mouth is cashing. And you know what? This rivalry with Henry will be better, because the other one was a little cut and paste, I will give you that much. The Russian, you know, Patriot versus the American Patriot. We're going to target this guy because he's talking good about America. It's really cut and paste. It's the Cold War rivalry that we all, you know, supposedly are so sick of that hasn't happened in forever, so that's kind of bullshit. Now you've got somebody with a little bit of a history in the WWE, a little bit of an impressive resume, a former multiple-time world champion, ECW champion, tag champion, etc. You've got somebody with a resume like Mark Henry that's going to stand toe-to-toe with another one of your NXT guys and make him look like $1 million. Is Mark Henry going to win this rivalry? Probably not. He wouldn't have anything to gain from winning this rivalry. But you know what? He goes in there, looks like a 500-pound ball of energy and ball of anger, and looks like somebody that should destroy Rusev. When Rusev comes out on top, he's going to look like a fucking $1 million. And it's going to be good. And it's either going to be good now, it's going to be good at Night of Champions, or it's going to be good at Survivor Series, or it's going to be good at Hell in the Cell, or whenever the hell it happens. But you know what? You know what? It's WWE. WWE. We're not even going to give it the first glance because it's something that WWE did. Miz versus Ziggler. Here's one that should have all you guys drooling. What are you all complaining about? Ziggler never gets a push. Ziggler never gets a championship. Ziggler never gets recognition. Da-da-da-da. And then you come back and you bitch at me because I back up my boy The Miz like I'm not also a Ziggler fan. Oh, yes. Here's the thing. Ziggler's getting a push. Ziggler's getting wins. Ziggler's got a title. And he's taking out The Miz, who you all hate so much for no real reason other than, you know, the YWC Elite or you know, some sort of old rule book that says The Miz didn't come from NXT or FCW or ROH, so he's not supposed to win. We're not supposed to be fans of his. You can't appreciate him being a wicked Hollywood heel better than The Rock. Oh, fucking yes. Yeah. He's getting destroyed by Ziggler. So you're getting every single thing you wanted and then some, and you still bitch. Cesaro versus Sheamus is the next US title rivalry we're going to have. You know what? I don't like Sheamus. Yes, it's true. I think Sheamus is the Irish Ginger John Cena most of the time. But like I will admit with Cena, say Cena and Punk, for example, put him with the right guy, he can put on a good match. I will admit, Sheamus versus your boy, Daniel Bryan, had a good 2 out of 3 falls match. Put him with the right people, he can have a good match. We've seen the rivalry that he has had with Cesaro in the past, the brawls they have had. You know what? He's a brawler. Put him with another brawler, somebody that can carry him to a decent match. It's all good. Sheamus shouldn't be the US champion, right? So when we take it off Sheamus and put it on another one of your ROH darlings, oh, he stole it from John Moxley. Oh, Dean Ambrose. So put him with Cesaro. Cesaro's going to wreck him. Cesaro's going to have a title. He will have taken it back from the big bad Cena, and you guys will have another fucking victory on your hands if you take half a chance to pull your heads out of your ass and see where things are going. The tag team division. And yes, the first thing people are going to say about the tag, well, there's Slatergator, there's Slatergator. Yeah, there's a comedy tag team. There's a comedy tag team to replace 3MB, who are going to get destroyed by everybody. Please, I beg you, tell me the big drastic damage the Slater Gator is going to do to the WWE. I don't see them winning the titles, and they're not winning anything. Yeah, he got 2 victories over the past couple of weeks over Ziggler and Rollins. Oh yes, little spoiler, Rob Van Dam beat Rollins on main event tonight. And since then, the WWE has gone out of their way to remind us that Heath Slater is a fluke. So please tell me how this is some great, big, oh my god, it's horrible, it's horrible, it's horrible. They're burying everybody. Heath Slater's bringing in the shovel. Are you fucking serious? Are you fucking serious? Slater Gator's gonna do nothing. Big Show and Mark Henry versus the Wyatts. Oh, why are the Wyatts wasting their time with the Big Show and Mark Henry? Mark Henry and the Big Show, think about that. Think about how many titles they've held each. Think about, as I've said before, the resume that both of them have. And think about what it takes to defeat the largest athlete in the WWE and the strongest man in the world, kayfabe-wise. Now, because the Wyatts are going to destroy this team of Big Show and Mark Henry, how badass are they gonna look going for the titles next time they get a shot? They had an amazing string of matches with the Usos. The Usos came out more often than not looking like they won by the skin of their teeth. It's not exactly like they got buried. Oh yeah, you know, you love Luke Harper, you know, when he was whoever the hell he was before this. This is why I say, all your little indie darlings, when they come to WWE, it's day one. Whatever they did in OVW, or CZW, or ROH, or XYZ, or Go Fuck Yourself Federation, I don't care. If they come in here, they destroy everybody like they've been doing. They've been made to look pretty much like bosses since they've gotten in. The only thing they haven't gotten is the titles. Same thing is going on for Bray Wyatt, but that doesn't stop you from kissing his ass, does it? Bray Wyatt's amazing. He doesn't need a title. The Wyatts could use a title. They're going to go over these 2 massive speed bumps, take all the momentum from that, and sweep the WWE Tag Team Champions. Oh, yes, they are. Moving on, we have a new rivalry just starting up between the Tag Team Champions, the Usos, and Gold and Stardust. Take this team that had no reason to be together. This team that, oh, you know, going back to my Bellas thing earlier, it's like, oh, if Cody Rhodes and Goldust are going to do anything, they need to fight each other because they're brothers. Now, I go back to my previous point about the Bellas and tell me why that doesn't equate. Oh, because it's an argument you want to make this time. That's right. But no, instead they make them into this fantastic, bizarre, twisted tag team, and now that they're heels, take people that are already mentally unstable and make them heels, they're going to have some vicious matches with the Usos. They've injured the Usos. There's a story there. It's a family versus another family. There's that family theme again that just is entrenched in wrestling. You guys, I don't even know what to say. The heel turn of Gold and Stardust is going to be something special. Cody Rhodes has embraced Stardust in a way that I don't think anybody else in the WWE could. And those of you who were saying that, oh, this is going to be the death knell of Cody Rhodes, no, the exact opposite. Look at how he's adopted this, and look how much that says for his character flexibility as a talent. When he takes this with his brother, who is doing fantastic, and I don't want to say fantastic for his age, but he is older. He's older by like 12 years or some shit like that. He's come back, what, twice? And for the age that he's at now, to still be doing what he's doing now, plus the massive character development of Cody Rhodes. Tell me these guys winning tag team gold with the lineage they have. Maybe, you know, later on down the line, Dusty Rhodes comes down and he's disappointed with what they've accomplished and how they had to accomplish it because they turned heels, and then they turn on their dad, gets them more heat, and then the next team that beats them gets a great babyface reaction. Say they hold the titles for 6 months, and your other big golden gods from NXT, the Ascension, come up. They beat the heel, you know, Stardust and Goldust team, and they are on their way to the moon. But they have to have somebody to beat. So let's build somebody for them to beat before they get up there. I know you guys don't like Super Cenas, but you guys, in every single video, in every single post, in every single angry rant I've seen, let's put a rocket up all the new guys' asses so anybody can get a Cena push that you like, but Cena, but Sheamus, but The Miz, etc. It all goes on down the line. So, you know, bad booking is bad booking unless it's in your favor. It's very, very hypocritical. And then we get to the semi-main. Jericho, whose sole purpose in life when he comes back to the WWE is to put people over. is now partnered up with Wyatt. Oh, but that doesn't matter because Wyatt lost to Cena? So what you're saying is that somebody can't become a main eventer unless they beat Cena. So all the work that Jericho is doing to put over Wyatt right now, Jericho, who himself could walk in and have Cena booking if he wanted it, Jericho, who has a pretty fucking stellar Hall of Fame resume, comes back to put other people over, and all you guys do is shit on it. Because it's not what you wanted, it's not the way you wanted, it's not the story you wanted, it's not the story you wanted, so you went on forever and ever and ever before Battleground, but forever and ever and ever before SummerSlam, saying that there was no story because it wasn't the story you wanted, because the story that your boy Bray Wyatt is a juggernaut, a steamroller, a snowball rolling down the hill, taking out everybody in his path, wasn't enough of a story. Fuck off. Fuck off and fuck off. Disrespect Wyatt, disrespect Jericho, and everything that he's done in the WWE, and everything that he's doing right now to make Wyatt look like $1 million. Jericho could also be going into a rivalry with Randy Orton. Now everybody's like, oh, Randy Orton, But think about it, guys. Think about it. You guys want to tell me all the time how bad Randy Orton is. How bad Randy Orton is because he comes in and he buries all your precious indie fucks. If he's off having a rivalry with Chris Jericho, then he won't be touching any one of your little internet darlings, will he? Thank Jericho. At least acknowledge Jericho taking Randy Orton out of your way, if nothing else. If nothing else, can you not see the logic if you don't want Randy Orton burying your new talent? Oh, he's borrowing Triple H's shovel, derp. But even if you do think that, even if that was true, Jericho, if he goes into a rivalry with Orton, is taking Orton out of the way. So you can't complain that Orton is burying all your guys if he's not touching them with a 10-foot pole. He just put over Roman Reigns, and then soon, there's another one I'm going to get to in a minute. Roman Reigns was one of your NXT darlings. He was part of the Shield. The Shield was an NXT product, and as soon as WWE started giving him something, started pushing a new person, all of a sudden you turned on him. Oh yes, you did. Hypocrites much? Looking for something to complain about much. Brings me to Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins. Now, everybody going into WrestleMania a couple years ago wanted a triple threat Shield match. But now, all of a sudden, Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins is bad. Oh, yes, it is. Because, it's interrupting the Ambrose-Rollins feud, which is what we really want. The Ambrose-Rollins feud got cut short. A, because your boy Ambrose is going off to do a movie. So if you want to be mad at anybody, be mad at Mr. Moxley. But they left it. They gave us one match on Raw that whet our palate for what we wanted to see next from these two. They ended it with a punctuation point with putting his head through fucking cinder blocks. And they left you wanting more. And they left you wanting more. And they left you wanting more. Now, if Ambrose came back next week after having his head put through a cinder block, that would be quite a Super Cena recovery, would it not? But it would be okay in that case because Ambrose is one of your boys. I'm not saying I don't like Ambrose. I'm not saying I don't like Wyatt. I don't like Rollins. I'm not even saying that I don't respect the abilities of Daniel Bryan. But you guys are way over there with logic. Oh, yes. I hate to tell you, there is logic. There is logic in Rollins facing Reigns because in every tag team split, and these guys were tag team champions, so they were a tag team. In every tag team split, much like in every sibling split, you got to see which one was better, which one was the HBK and which one was the Jannetty. That is the appeal of this match. You expand it out a bit farther. Hey, Rollins took out my friend Ambrose. I'm going to get revenge for him. You take it out even farther. The Authority has problems with Roman Reigns. Randy Orton couldn't get the job done. Let's see if Rollins can get the job done. There's too many reasons for this match to happen for it to not happen. Really. He's not going to take the Money in the Bank briefcase, guys. This is not going to be a thing. There's going to be Authority shenanigans throughout this entire feud because Reigns, when he gets the world title, and he will one day, I'm not saying he's going to take it from Lesnar, which is apparently the next big apocalyptic event, but he's not going to take the briefcase from Rollins. Rollins is a heel. The briefcase is a heel prop. A babyface A babyface with the briefcase doesn't make any sense. A babyface winning the Rumble makes sense. A heel winning Money in the Bank makes sense. Even if these guys destroy each other, it's not going to be for the briefcase. So fuck off. You're still going to get Rollins carrying the briefcase around, and he's never going to cash it in because Rollins versus Lesnar would be a crucifixion. Oh yes. This match is happening, and it has absolutely every single reason to happen. He interrupted the eulogy of his fallen brother. You know, if I want to be all symbolic and treat the Shield like soldiers for a second, he interrupted the eulogy and the respects to his fallen brother, to the disrespect of his fallen brother. It's a perfect story. The only reason it's not a perfect story is because you guys decided you suddenly don't like Roman Reigns anymore. So if you don't like him, he can't touch anybody that you like, because then the possibility is they might lose. And if the guys that you like can't afford a loss, then think about who you're backing, really. Because I'm, in that case, giving your guys more credit than you are. Figure that one out. Then we've got the main event. We've got Lesnar versus Cena happening again at Night of Champions. Yes, we do. And Cena's gonna get annihilated again. End of story. End of story. So now we get to apparently the latest big apocalyptic event. Oh, John Cena. It sounds really good to put in a title of a video. You know, Cena buries Wyatt. Except it's not true. It's not true. Cena, first of all, has fallen to Wyatt. Yes, he's also beaten Wyatt, but he has fallen to Wyatt. Wyatt has beaten Jericho. Wyatt has beaten Kane. Wyatt beat your boy Bray. Oh yes. And Wyatt wasn't pinned by Cena. Wyatt wasn't submitted by John Cena. Wyatt cost himself the match by getting help from his buddies. They wanted to make John Cena look strong for his rematch with Lesnar, so he did. He got pissed off, this and that and the next thing. To the people that are like, oh, we know you have to make John Cena look strong, but couldn't you have done it against a jobber? Couldn't you have done it against The Miz or Heath Slater or something like that? How strong would John Cena look for defeating Heath Slater? At this point, because he's been pushed down the pole so much, how great would John Cena look beating The Miz? My boy. I like Damien Sandow, but if John Cena had beaten Damien Sandow, it would be like, yeah, and? If you want to make anybody look impressive, you have to make sure that the person they're defeating to look impressive is impressive. So turn around for a second and thank your lucky stars that Bray Wyatt was in this main event match, because if he wasn't having this match with John Cena, Bray Wyatt would have been somewhere in the mid-card. Because here's the thing, guys, as much as you want Bray Wyatt to be the next champion, you want Bray Wyatt and Dean Ambrose and Daniel Bryan to take turns with the belt from now till eternity. Bray Wyatt's not a main eventer yet. He should be. He will be one day, but he isn't yet. Just like it wouldn't make any sense for Daniel Bryan to job to El Torito, because they're not on the same level, clearly. It wouldn't have made sense, and it wouldn't have been impactful for John Cena to beat somebody like that. And it wouldn't have made a whole lot of sense for somebody who was trying to stand toe-to-toe with somebody like a Brock Lesnar to fall to the Wyatts, who he's already proven that he can beat in the past. Now, never pinned Bray Wyatt, never submitted Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt lost pretty much because of his family. And now it becomes the big 3-on-3 match, and this is where the big major crime happened, right, guys? This is where the big, huge, astronomically illogical big crime, the big catastrophe happened, isn't it? Oh, John Cena buried Bray Wyatt in the 6-man match. Here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. How did that match end? That match ended with Luke Harper submitting to the STF. Luke Harper. So, with backup consisting of the world's strongest man and the WWE's largest athlete, a 15-time champion got a submission victory over a mid-card tag team wrestler. For it to be anything else wouldn't make sense. you guys are so far off in one direction because you want to convince yourself that Raw sucked because your boys weren't on it this week, that you have pushed logic to the point where I have to stop you and I have to stick up for the WWE and for John fucking Cena. And fuck you all for that. For going that far. I know, and here's the thing, I know Alex and Preston talk a lot of shit about me, and this is not just going out to them, but this right here, this is going out especially to them. Preston ended their Raw review with, he wants to meet somebody who is enjoying the WWE product right now, who could find good things to say about this past Monday night's Raw, so that he can spit in their face. Here it is, fucker. Come and try to spit in my face. I dare either one of you to actually respond to this. I dare any of you to actually respond to this, because you guys have gone, as I say, you guys have gone so far in the other direction, so far past anything that I have done. Any rant that I've ever done on Sheamus or Ray or Kelly or John Cena or all the people that aren't exactly doing anything good for the company, you've gone so far past it, you've gone so far into the oblivion of lack of logic that I, looking at it logically, have to defend these people that I hate, because as much as I would love to jump on the bandwagon, you're wrong. You're so wrong that I have to stick up for John Cena. So once again, fuck you all. To my subscribers that have said to me in the past week, thanks for your perspective, and I know some of you love to hear me rant, and I know some of you out there have a brain in your head and can take the blinders off and appreciate the things that WWE is doing right now, and appreciate the ideas that I'm trying to put out there, so that all these people that like to shit on the product can maybe find a proper toilet and do it where it's appropriate to do it. To those of you out there, I appreciate you. To guys like Alex and Preston who want to take somebody like me and spit in my face, go fuck yourself. I am Spaz Phoenix. I am your YWC reality check. And for those of you that have a set of balls, and for those of you that are maybe looking for a product that's for somebody older than 5, for those of you whose balls have dropped and have a modicum of sanity and sense and logic in your head, then to you, I say, subscribe up there, talk down there, start a conversation, keep all my conversations going, don't be a stranger. I'll talk to each and every last one of you later, hopefully with a better video than this, but till then, guys, to you guys, I'm tagging out. To the rest of you, go fuck yourselves.
You're a freak like me.